Although the man is wearing a pair of faded sneakers, a Rolls-Royce worth millions of dollars is parked in his barn. Even though they live in a rundown house, the melons they eat cost tens of thousands of dollars per pound. It turns out the couple were the richest people in the country, and they moved to this poor village to raise their son in a low-key way. Unaware of his parents' former wealth, the son believes they are truly poor. To ease the pressure on his parents, he signs up for a reality show where poor children get to experience the lives of wealthy families. When the richest couple hears about this, they not only fully support it, but also prepare a bag of rare mountain delicacies worth millions for their son. The son does not know how valuable the items in the bag are, and takes them to the city, assuming they are just local specialties. The wealthy families in the city also want to show off their riches through the TV show, so when they welcome the poor child from the mountains, they prepare an extravagant feast for him. The meal includes rice worth $9,000 per pound and fruits valued at over $10,000. Even viewers outside the show praise the extravagance. During the meal, the rich woman, wanting to flaunt her generosity, asks the poor boy how he feels about eating rice worth $9,000 per pound. After taking a bite, he says the rice tastes exactly like his mother's cooking. The rich woman doubts him, thinking he is lying. The rich boy then says the rice costs $9,000 per pound, and his family could never afford it. He laughs and says his family can only afford rice that costs $3 per pound. The poor boy, unaware of how expensive the rice is, insists that it tastes the same as the rice he usually eats. The livestream viewers begin commenting, accusing the poor boy of bragging. The staff on site also advise him to answer honestly, because his words have already angered the audience. Since the poor boy refuses to admit he is exaggerating, there is nothing they can do but let it go for now. Next, the rich woman serves a bowl of matsutake mushroom soup worth $3,000 per pound. Wanting to see the poor boy's reaction after drinking it, the poor boy says his mother often makes this mushroom soup for him. Upon hearing this, the rich boy can no longer hold back his frustration, saying it is not just any mushroom soup, but matsutake soup. The poor boy is stunned, and explains that his family grows these mushrooms in their yard, and since they cannot finish them all, his mother gives them to the neighbors. At this point, viewers in the live stream once again start commenting, accusing the poor boy of lying, and praising his acting for making the lie seem so convincing. The rich boy is furious, and pulls the poor boy up to ask what other foods his family has. The poor boy scans the table and points at the cantaloupe, saying his family also has that, and his mother gives him one every day. The rich family sneers, saying it is not just any cantaloupe, but one that costs $80,000 each, which his family could never afford. The rich woman accuses him of lying since he has only just arrived in the city, but the poor boy insists he is telling the truth, saying his mother even packed him a cantaloupe this morning. When he picks up the sack to prove it, he suddenly remembers that since the sack could not fit anything else, he did not ask his mother to put the cantaloupe inside. His explanation only makes everyone even more certain he is lying, thinking he cannot keep his story straight and is just making excuses. The livestream viewers become even more excited, drawn in by this bizarre turn of events. The poor boy then takes out the local specialties from the sack, but the rich family dismisses them as worthless, not even wanting to take a look. The rich woman immediately puts the million-dollar items back into the sack. After the meal, the rich boy sneaks into the hotel's private area, wanting to admire a purple clay teapot on the shelf. The poor boy sees this and quickly tries to stop him, worried that he might break the teapot and have to pay for it. But the rich boy, determined to take the teapot, deliberately drops a coin on the ground for the poor boy to pick up, then steps on his back to reach the teapot. In the process, he loses his balance and falls to the ground, breaking the teapot. The rich family does not think it is a big deal, and says they will compensate the hotel for the damage. However, the hotel manager suddenly rushes in, saying the teapot was bought by the richest man for $100 million at auction. He immediately asks who broke the teapot. The rich boy is terrified and cannot say a word. When the poor boy points out that it was the rich boy who broke the teapot, the rich family refuses to admit it, and even accuses the poor boy of being the one who broke it instead.